evening. As we head for the weekend, we want to know, is London pot?
The campaign to legalise cannabis hits the capital tomorrow, when thousands of protesters are expected to take part in a rally calling for a change in the law. We've been asking Londoners, is it time to take a different approach to dope?
Should cannabis be legalised? Tomorrow, thousands of people who think it should will gather at Hyde Park for a rally and march through the capital to Trafalgar Square.
Hubble bubbles, bongs, water pipes and vaporisers, all the paraphernalia of pot. Alchemy on the Portobello Road has been at the heart of the drive to legalise cannabis since it opened its doors 26 years ago. Its owner reckons now it's time the law was changed.
It's so socially acceptable in all walks of life, from the council estates to the big Tory dinner parties. And there's a whole generation of parents who've smoked and now their children smoke cannabis.
Last year, the rally attracted thousands. Smokers lit up illegally, but the police made no arrests. This year, the turnout is expected to top 30,000.
Certainly bigger and better than last year, but I don't know. It depends on the weather. It depends on Londoners actually getting up and being counted. A lot of people are paranoid about the police.
But if the cries of the pro-puff lobbyists are getting louder, the politicians are still saying no, though New Labour is anxious to be seen coming up with new ideas on what's best. Today, its drug czar was getting the lowdown from youngsters at the Ministry of Sound.
It's non-addictive. Most young people use it. Why should we be made criminals?
I'm not a criminal. Just, you know, I want to drink, I want to have a joint. What's wrong with that?
But the official line is the law won't be changing yet.
I wouldn't be prepared to take the risk at this stage for what I don't believe would be any gain.
Prohibition doesn't work. It's a very expensive, dangerous way of controlling drugs.
The hippie movement might have been ignored, like their predecessors, the beatniks, but for one thing, the drugs issue, and their belief that there should be freedom for those who want to take the so-called soft, consciousness-expanding drugs. It's the only thing on which hippie slogans are specific rather than general.
Told that we can't use our loudspeaking equipment. You don't need to worry about that, because this is not a rally, it's a picnic. And we're not going to have lots of speeches. We're going to have lots of poets, lots of musicians.
On drugs, generalities are hardened into a direct conflict with the law. The one issue on which hippies are combined, but also on which society combines most solidly against their belief in free expression.
The police will love us because they don't want you to hear what we're saying. They don't want you to know what your rights are when you're arrested.
You have to get permission from the Ministry of War.
The American poet Allen Ginsberg.
God of meditation, asceticism, birth, death, change, creation, destruction, and ganja. Hari Om Namo Shivaya. Hari Om Namo Shivaya.
This may be the first generation for whom the search for romance actually does lead towards Shangri-La. Everyone wants to go to Nepal. Among other things, it grows the best hashish. But when the law intervenes, then is the time to do battle, with flowers. The phrase, flower power, is taken literally. If this is a revolution, its slogan is, make love, not war, and its weapons are carnations and Sweet William.
Micheal Horrowitz. Micheal Horrowitz was part of the instigation of the Holy Communion at the Albert Hall in 1965, where Allen Ginsberg and many famous poets appeared in.
Blue pillow, pink blanket, test, flush, brush sheet, Mr. Field brush mats on the coat handle, London. But never mind that, I may be in London, but this is Paris. Down the stairs, jumping 3 at a time, out to the forecourt. Good day, sunshine, asked young lord. Student couples, retro turn, opening at last for breakfast. The directions, bar, belt, by croissant, an apple turnover. Munch in streets, a small turnover. Read messages on walls, wide way through streets wide and narrow. Just noting mosaic of couples on street. Historic architecture, church, of lions' mouths and classic statues.